Hey everyone, so I have this original Xbox power supply. Dead, doesn't work, so once these are dead they're garbage. If they're working you might be able to get like $5 after selling it and stuff. Unless you sell it locally, maybe you'll get 10, 15. So I have this guy here. I'm going to open it up, see what's inside. It should be similar to a normal power supply, but the only difference is that this one should probably have a fan inside. So let's open this guy up. See, these rubber feet. This thing has some rubber feet. You remove them, and then you could get to the screw that's inside. Kind of annoying that they did that, but there you go. So see, get the foot out, and there's like this little plastic nub or something. I'm not sure if that's what you'd call it, but kind of looks like a nub. There you go. So you get the screws out, and then with access to that, you can open this guy up. So, interesting. So, this actually has quite a bit in it compared to a normal power supply. It has quite a bit of aluminum. Obviously some cables. Tons of aluminum. A lot more than expected. So we got a hunk of aluminum here. Test that out. Let's test that out. So definitely aluminum, but there's these little things here that you have to remove. I'll just cut them out. I won't lose that much aluminum. So, scissors for metal. There you go. Problem solved. So the steel part is being removed, and you're keeping all the wonderful aluminum. So you can get a hunk of aluminum here, which I haven't seen in other power supplies. So we have a bunch of garbage. There's this thing here. I'm curious to see what's in here. I think the fan is in here. So we got obviously low grade board here. But there's quite a bit of aluminum. Surprised. Let's get a bigger bit. That's not working. Let's do something else. We'll extract the screws using one of these guys here. They're very useful for stripped screws, but should work well in this case too. Get the aluminum out. Can't get to the screw. Oh, that's a first. There you go. Finally, we got it. The screw got a little stripped, so these are super useful. It took me a while to, buy them, to decide to buy them. There's all sorts of different ones on Amazon.com. These things, so valuable. Such time savers. So you can see I took out the heat sinks that were on top, and there's still more heat sinks below. So there's quite a bit of aluminum, which is kind of surprising. Wow, these things are annoying. You have these weird bolts in the back, and the screw is like spinning. So let's try to do something here. Almost there. Wow. Let's say you can bust it. I guess I can just be violent and break it, but I try not to smash things when I'm taking things apart. There you go. That's that. Let's see. Let's try to get in there. Wow. There you go. Finally got it. So, got another hunk of aluminum. Quite a bit. Then we have another guy over here. All right. Got through. Wow, this is messy. Should have cleaned the heat sinks. My fingers are full of thermal paste. A lot more difficult than I expected. There you go, finally. I'll get the last one. There you go. I can get the hunk of aluminum out. There you go. There you go, some more aluminum. There you go. So we're left with this. We have some wires. Put in the wire pile. Try to get as much out of this as possible since it's a low-grade board. Some more wires here. We have some copper bearing motors. Pop these guys out. So you can unwind these and get all the copper out. I've done videos of that, but I think I'm just going to pop these in the copper bearing motor pile. There you go. There's two. There's one more over here we're going to get to. There you go, almost have it. There you go, got it. Another chunk for the copper bearing motor, and one more over here. The rest is going to go in the low grade pile. And another one for the low grade. Got the green board, and let's see here. Like I said, I know there's a fan somewhere here in here, and we're gonna get to it. Let's see what's in these hidden compartments. Okay, nothing special here. I don't know why they had this little compartment here, but give me access to the cable, which and then should lead me to the fan. And like I thought, nice little fan. Fans, I usually cut the wires and put them with my copper bearing motors. There we go. So what I have right now is a bunch of garbage that I'm going to throw out. We got low grade board, so it's about 4 ounces, so we're talking about pennies. Usually I get I think they're like 15 cents or something like that on board sort. Got the aluminum, which is about 4 ounces, and I usually get around 60 cents, so this would be 60, about 15 cents right here. So we're up to about 30 cents of scrap. And we have the copper bearing motors. Okay, which is about 6 ounces. And I usually get about 18 cents a pound, which again is not much in this case, which is probably another 5 cents or so. So actually now we're about 30-cent mark. Then we have the wire scrap. I had this hunk of wire that was part of it that I cut off, plus all these little extra bits. So we're at 8 ounces, so about half a pound. And I usually get 80 cents a pound, so we're about 40. So depending on the day, on the market and everything, we're talking about 80 cents to about a buck worth of scrap on one of those old school power supplies. Obviously, if you have a working one, don't scrap it, because you can get about 5 once you ship and pay the fees online. Or, like I said, locally, if you can sell it locally, even better, because then you'll be able to get around 10 to 15. It's a little hard to find people locally, at least for me. So that's pretty much it for the video. It was a nice quick one compared to my last one. So like and subscribe. If you guys have any comments, great. You know where to leave them. If you have any suggestions, I'm all ears. If there's anything specific you want me to scrap, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Thanks for joining me, and we'll talk soon.